Yes, this is Stephen Zeller, County Extension Agent, Kendall County. Backyard poultry and the things that you might consider if you want to start getting into poultry business and have chickens in your backyard. Some of the first things you need to consider are there any restrictions in your home from your homeowners association, your city, or the county if there's any restrictions that go with poultry in those situations. There are some cities around that have bans on poultry, and other cities have restrictions on maybe no rooster, such as the one that's crowing in the background. So you kind of got to check those things out before you get very deep into the process. Some other things that you need to consider when you're talking about the poultry project is amount of space that it takes for a chicken. You need 2 to 3 square foot per laying hen if you're going to build a chicken house for them. You want to have laying nests. You can do those with a traditional laying nest, or you can go online, and there's ways to use a 5-gallon pickle bucket or Home Depot bucket and make the egg laying nest from that aspect also. One thing that we see lots of folks want to do is they want to get a dozen chickens. They want to get 10 or 12 chickens because they think that's how many they need for their home broiler flock or home laying hen flock, where in reality probably 4 or 5 is more than most families will use, because you get 4 to 5 eggs a day, and that would be a lot of eggs. Over a week you're looking at 35 eggs. I don't know many families that'll eat 35 eggs a week. You end up giving a lot of them away to your neighbors. Which brings up another discussion, I guess, in my mind. If you're looking at backyard poultry, you want to be able to think about what you're going to do with those birds when you go on vacation during the summer. Maybe if you do have 10 or 12, you have your neighbor that you're sharing those birds, that you're sharing eggs with, come check your birds and pick up the eggs for you and feed the chickens and check on them. You want to make sure your chicken pen is fairly rodent-proof for varmints and for your pet. Your own dog sometimes will be liking chickens. We see that quite often. The family dog gets in and has his way in the chicken pen and takes care of your chickens. But so you want to make sure your chicken pen is very varmint-proof and animal-proof. I think in most cases you want to check with your neighbors and let them know that you're fixing to get into putting some chickens in the backyard. Good public relations move on your part to make sure that the neighbors are okay with what you're doing. You want to look at the variety of chickens that you got. Like today I'm holding a Barred Rock hen. If you like brown eggs, this young lady here will lay you a brown egg. If you want white eggs, you need to go to a Leghorn chicken. There are large egg varieties and there are small egg varieties. You can go to some of the different hatcheries and look at their websites and find out whether you want a small egg, a medium-sized egg, a large egg, do you want a white one, do you want brown ones, do you want green eggs. There's all those kind of different decisions that you need to make before you really get serious about the chicken operation. And then, do you want to raise those chicks from day-old chicks, or do you want to go buy some 12 to 15-week-old chicks and raise them up? One thing that lots of folks will ask is, at what age do the chickens start laying? 6 to 7 months of age is when most of our chickens will begin to lay. So you got to be patient. If you get a day-old chick, you've got quite a ways to get to the egg production standpoint. And then what you're going to see is in the winter months of the year, your egg production is going to drop way off. You're going to think your chickens have quit you. But about February, they'll start laying again and they'll get right back into full production. All right, some of the other considerations that you might look at is the size of your chicken pen. If you're going to free range your chickens, let them out during the day, or if you're going to build a pen for them, if you let them out and let them free range around your yard, you can, they can do that, or you can build a small pen. It doesn't take a great big pen for chickens. If you're going to keep them in a house all day long, 2 to 3 square feet per bird. If you want to have an outside pen for them, such as my chicken pen, I've got 20 hens and I've got a 10 by 20 pen outside for them to get out and roll around with. If you want to turn them out and let them eat grass and that kind of stuff during the day, you'll have to pen them at night so the varmints don't get to them. And I guess you keep hearing the rooster crowing, and that's one thing that's of interest. One of the questions we get asked quite often is, do I have to have a rooster in order for my hens to lay? No, you do not have to have a rooster for your hens to lay. The hens will lay all by themselves without a rooster around. Now, if you want fertilized eggs to raise your chicks, yes, you do have to have a rooster in the pen. But if you just want to have eggs, you can just have your hens running around. You can mix the varieties. You can have all different colors, sizes, shapes. You can do lots of different things with the chicken operation.